Hello, and welcome to the Jeff Finch Experiment. This is a special episode. This is actually an unboxing. Should we release this as audio only? It probably wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe we will. We'll see how it turns out.
What's the point of an unveiling?
Yeah, but we can talk about the items that got unboxed.
All right, I want to describe to you in words what came in the box. What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box? So, our friends over at 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio, our friend Matt, is, he's a big comic book guy, as all those guys are. And you and I are not really. But we got into a conversation with them months ago about Harry Potter. And you and I, huge Harry Potter fans, as most people know.
We've always been going back between, making fun of him for not being into Harry Potter, not having gotten exposed to Harry Potter in the past.
Those guys are big fans of fantasy, which that's what shocks me. It's like they're huge fans of Lord of the Rings and all that. But they never, I shouldn't say they, I should say Matt, never read Harry Potter. So you and he, kind of had a back and forth about it, and you sent him the entire series, wasn't it? Didn't you send him all the books?
I sent him the first 3 because I have those on
like paperback copy.
Yeah, paperback, so it'd be cheaper.
And I know that he read the first one, and he said it was better than he thought it would be. But anyway, in return, Matt sent you a package.
Comic books.
And it's comic books, evidently. So
actually, from the description, it says novels.
Okay, so they're probably graphic novels or comic novels.
Yeah, I figured I wasn't quite sure what kind of medium comic books are in nowadays.
Yeah, well, it depends. I know that there are, like, how we think of comic books.
Yeah, like 30 pages. That's front to back, like your typical.
Yeah, right.
Comics.
But the graphic novel's a big thing now, and I've seen I don't go to comic book stores very often, but even like a regular bookstore, like a Walden Books or whatever, or even Walmart, you see a lot of graphic novels on display now. It's a big thing. So let's go ahead and maybe first you ought to read. There was a little message on there, right? Or it was from where it was from. I thought that was pretty.
Yeah, this actually comes all the way from 1337 FM Studios,
located in.
Labrador.
Laboratory?
No, it looks more like breed or bread. Lab bread.
Samsonite. We were way off. So why don't you go ahead and cut that bad boy open? Let's see what we got. And the camera's completely on you, by the way. I don't have it on me at all. So that's not a knife. Matt is just pooping his pants.
I think
right
I just heard a Canadian gasp.
He's like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! If he cuts my book, I'll kill him." That's a pretty heavy looking package, man.
Yeah, I think it says like 2.5 pounds, and then I think it weighs more than that.
Yeah, it looks like it weighs that at least.
Also, first off, I want to say, Matt, I do appreciate this because he spent a fair amount of money shipping this. It's not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1,500 miles away up in Labrador, Canada. It's a hell of a...
It says $30 postage Canadian dollars, but still, that's at least...
$30 Canadian, that's what, like $1.27 American?
No, even lira wasn't... Exchange rate in the lira wasn't that bad. But I think it's at least $25.
Oh, easily, yeah.
I think so.
Easily, yeah. That's a hell of a lot for postage. That is awesome. Thank you, Matt. So what's first?
All right, first one is... Watchmen, winner of the Hugo Award. One of Time Magazine's 100 best novels.
Hold it right up, like, as close as you can get. Okay, yeah. We could see it pretty well on the camera there. So Watchmen, it's got the Watchmen logo that we're used to seeing. That's one that I've heard of. Once again, I am not versed in comics at all.
I've heard of the Night Watchman, but that's Tom Morello.
I've heard, yeah. The Watchmen. That's, I believe, is that a DC? Or is that I don't know. Somebody's going to be like, Jeff, you're dumb for not knowing.
Yeah, it's DC.
I thought so. That's cool.
There's one for you, Joe.
Sit over here. I want to take a look at it. Yeah, and if Joe gets a chance to come over here, he won't be around this week, but maybe next week, maybe we'll let him thumb through these as well. And Joe will take care of them as well. I wouldn't loan them to him, but what I'm saying is Joe would like to see this stuff.
Which, by the way, he still owns me The Unfortunate Child.
Yeah, this is a nice book. Very nice. So what's next?
Next one that's coming up I'm looking forward to. This one is Marvel.
Okay.
The Infinity War. I don't know why, but I looked at that at first and I thought it said the Infinity Wasp.
I think I just saw recently that they're making an Infinity War movie. Or maybe a TV show, one or the other.
That's one thing that's mind-boggling about comics is I never realized there were so many characters like Marvel and DC and all that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and those are the two big, most well-known comic book companies.
Yeah, even like looking
and
at
even
into
each
like
one of those individually has so many characters.
even looking into like like X-Men especially. It's like, wow.
There's a lot of X-Men.
I know.
But yeah, what's cool too is that they tend to put them all in one universe. So there's a Marvel universe, there's a DC universe, and then I'm sure there are other comic book companies that do similar things. But it's cool that I think it's cool because they intertwine all the characters from all the different comics into one universe so they can have those crossover things. And that's what's really going on in the movies right now is these intertwined universes. You just saw recently Batman versus Superman. Those two are together. Now, they've been together in the comics for a long time, but the movie wasn't that great. I mean, it was an okay movie.
You might have seen it.
I did watch it, actually. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. But let's get back on topic here. So what's next? What we got?
Next, another Marvel. Civil War, a comic books. Or Marvel Comics event.
Now, that was made into a movie, I want to say last year or the previous year. Or no, wait, maybe that's the one that's coming out
Or is that
soon.
the Captain America?
Yeah, Captain
Civil
America,
War.
Iron Man, and all them.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the one that came out already. I can't remember. It featured Spider-Man, I believe. I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen any of these Marvel movies.
I haven't seen them either.
The Civil War is supposed to be a fantastic movie. If I'm thinking correctly, if that's the one that came out, the most recent of those Avengers movies, I think was Civil War.
Well, anyway, this is the one I'm looking forward to. V for Vendetta.
There we go.
Remember.
The 5th of November. Obviously, a great movie. You and I were discussing this upstairs
Hugo
earlier.
Weaving?
Hugo Weaving plays
Natalie
V,
Portman.
and he is awesome. And Natalie Portman's in it, and she's good, too. She's good in everything as well.
Yeah.
I've always liked her as an actress. But that movie in particular is a really great movie. And I think the thing that made that movie so good was the superior, and I mean superior use of the English language. Those guys, especially Hugo, he goes on this like 2-minute rant where almost every word he says starts with the letter V.
Yeah.
And it's masterful. Like it's a well-written movie. The action is great. And just, it's a really cool, because, it's in the future. And it's a great movie, and I really look forward into.
And people like dystopia, stories.
Yeah, anarchist type things, and I think that book is going to be a really good one. I kind of look forward to giving it.
And
you
always like a character, whether it be like a novel or anything like that, or a movie that wears a mask. It's like, oh come on, they gotta show him without the mask on. See what he looks like.
Phantom of the Opera, like.
Yeah.
I know I always bring it up, but there's an episode of Family Guy where they go to see Phantom of the Opera, and Peter's just yelling the whole time, "Show us the gross side of your face." And that's what I think when I watch a movie like V. It's like, show me what's wrong with your face. Let's see the gross part. What's so bad about it?
Well, actually, in the original Phantom of the Opera, he actually used a piece of wire to hold his nostrils up.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. In the original production, you mean?
Yeah.
That's cool. So, is it the last one you got there?
Yep, this is the last one. I got Batman: The Dark Knight Returns.
Batman is always good. There's you never hear anything bad about Batman except for the George Clooney Batman. Terrible.
How about Val Kilmer?
No, he was good. I liked it.
Really?
I think a lot of people dislike Val Kilmer as Batman, but I liked it.
Now, was George Clooney? Was he the
He was after George.
Was he
he
the
was the one with the
Nibbles?
nipples. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was Batman and Robin, and that movie was pretty terrible. It was pretty bad, and that was a rare miss for George Clooney, because normally his characters, he's usually dead on. Like, he's excellent. George Clooney's a good actor, but the movie was not good. It was poorly written, and the nipples were pretty
Funny.
It took you out of the movie, man. Like, you're watching this movie and there's this action. Of course, they had, Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie as Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
And
or
was
it Dr. Freeze?
Mr. Freeze. And it was a real letdown for me, because I grew up watching Batman the animated series.
Oh,
and Mr. Freeze was on the animated series. He was a scary sumbitch on that show. And then when Arnold did it, it was just like, Is
more robotic.
that a Terminator joke?
No, he's more. No, but I mean, like, he's like half machine as opposed to like from the jawline down. He's machine.
Mr. Freeze?
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly how
Not
it
not
went.
the
There
anime,
was something with his body.
not the animated series.
No, but even in the movie, there was something with his body that he had to be cold. Like it was a bad science experiment or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. But
Yeah,
he wasn't robotic. It was like a life suit. It was kept him cold or
Yeah.
something. It was a cryo suit or
Yeah,
something.
because that's how it happened. He was originally trying to.
He was trying to freeze his wife to
was
keep
in
her
a
alive.
coma or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's just say the movie's bad. If you're gonna go through and watch all the Batman movies, just skip that one. Start with the Michael Keaton because they're excellent, especially 2. And then the third one is the Val Kilmer one. That's Batman Returns, which people put it lower than the other ones, and I agree that it's not as good as the Dark Knight series or the Michael Keaton Batman, but it's still great in my opinion. Is
that the one with Jim Carrey?
Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, nobody could play Riddler better than him, I don't think. He was excellent as the Riddler. He nailed that character. And Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face was awesome, too. I love it. It's a great movie. I don't care what anybody says. And Nicole Kidman, smoking hot in that movie. Dr. Chase Meridian. She was great. So, that's all of them?
Yep, that's it.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and take some time in the upcoming weeks and kind of look through these comics a little bit. I don't know if I'm really going to sit down and read through all of them, although I am kind of interested to read V.
Come on.
We'll check them out, and maybe we'll do a follow-up episode where we talk about them. We'll break them down. Maybe even see if we can't get Matt on to talk about with him. Maybe he can give us some more insight into it. What do you think?
Sounds like an idea.
I think it'll be cool. Well, hey, thanks for joining us, guys, for this unboxing of the Canadian comic books, I guess American comic books that were shipped to us from Canada or whatever.
Thanks for not being a jag.
That was fun. Thanks. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please be sure to hit the thumbs up below. That helps me out. Also, subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit the little bell icon so you can be notified of all of our upcoming videos. Thanks a lot.